So what's up guys, I'm gonna show you guys how to do a oil change on a 2013 Mercedes C-Class. Usually an oil change is about $150 at the dealership, so I'm gonna save myself a couple bucks. Technically I'm gonna save myself about $100. So with the oil change and filter, I'm basically paying about $50. So what I got, the vehicle is on the jack stands. Since the front lip adds a little bit more inches down from the ground, so not enough clearance to get this jack to clear right underneath the front lip. So what I did was added some 2x4 planks, actually it's 2x6, and just kind of cut some edges on the plank, create like a little slope edge. So I got the vehicle on the jack stands as well as the jack, and I also have Chocks on it to just stop it from rolling back, even though I got the e-brake on just to be safe, for my sake. So especially if you want to do something like that, you want to just be safe on your end, so you don't prevent the car from falling on you. So what I have, so I got some ratchet, that's gonna be used to remove the oil filter canister. So I got a 27mm socket, not a deep one, just a short one, and a 1/2 inch extension. So basically you're just gonna have this go on the filter canister, so it just fits right in. And to loosen it up, basically to find your filter canister, it's right over here on top where it says turbo. So you want to loosen that up good. When you're tightening that back up, you do not want to over tighten that. Tighten enough to where you hear a click so it doesn't leak, probably 2 clicks or 3, and that way, because once you crack it you will have to replace it. It's about 40 something dollars, 40 to $50 at the dealership, and most dealerships do not carry it on inventory on hand, so you will have to place an order for it. And the problem with that is when you drive the vehicle, of course there's going to be oil splat everywhere, and most likely you're going to have to replace that, add some oil, and then you have to clean your splash guard, which is underneath the vehicle. I'm going to show you that. So the splash guard is right there. So once you have oil splatting everywhere, you're going to have to remove that and clean that out as well. So it's a lot of work to just redo all this extra process and cleaning, so you want to prevent that from happening. So I also have this 5/16 little socket to remove the little screws right underneath where the splash guards hit. So you also want to get about 2 to 3 inch extension just to be able to clear the little bolts right where it's a little bit more deep inside. I'm not sure what the size of the drain plug is. I'm thinking it was 17mm close in wrench, open in wrench, but I prefer to use the close in because you don't want to strip the bolt. You can use a socket as well. I don't think it was 13, but I'm not really sure. I've done this so many times that I forget. So you will need about 6 quarts of oil. Get 7 just to pour in to clean out the excess of the dirty oils that's inside the engine. I usually always do that just to clean it out. It's always good, so you don't have any leftover oil that's inside. So once I do that, I'm gonna show you guys how to take it off. Okay, so we're underneath the vehicle, so you're gonna have to remove this bolt. You got 1, 2. There's one over here, but somehow it went missing when I took it to the dealership to get my car inspected for service and all that. It's usually the service for 35,000 miles, 50, and so on, 60,000 miles. Somehow they're missing one. I don't know who the service guy was. Got to put one back. Just been a little bit lazy just to purchase another one. Maybe in the future I will. So you got 3, 4, 5, 6, then you got the yellow one, 7. There's about 8 bolts, I think. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bolts that you have to remove till this guard comes off. Okay, so where the drain plug is for this vehicle, it's right over here. This is the drain plug. So it looks like it's a 13mm socket or close-in wrench. I thought it was 17, but I guess it's 13. So what you want to do is just, of course, you're gonna have to move this out the way so it doesn't get dirty. You just clip it loose, move the clip a little bit, and it comes right off. So you want to lift this up so oil doesn't get on the cords at all. You want to prevent that. I mean, usually oil does get on there. It's normal. So sometimes when you remove the oil filter that's above up there, you do get some oil leaks, of course, because when you pull out the filter, a little bit of oil will drain out. That's normal. So when you loosen this out as well, keep this open and then remove the filter, because then if you don't and you plug this back in, you're basically keeping the oil in there, because then you're not releasing the pressure. So when you loosen this out, leave it open and then remove the filter to release all the pressure, and then the other oil that's trapped inside the filter will come down. Car's a little bit dirty. I did clean it out last time, but it's been a while, so I'll probably gonna clean out some areas. You could use some brake cleaner fluid to clean out these areas, or just a wire brush. Try not to use a stainless steel wire brush, more like a copper, so that way you don't scratch the surfaces of the transmission canister area. So yeah, I do got some oil all around, so I'm gonna just clean that too as well. I got some oil there too. It's been a while since I last cleaned this engine bay, so I probably will do that right now. So when you remove the filter and everything else right underneath, there are some O-rings. It's very easy and simple. Try not to break it because you don't want to yank on it too hard. It is made out of plastic, so the oil filter housing is made out of plastic, and you do not want to crack that. Be very gentle with it, but do apply some pressure and the oil filter will come out. Then basically you just put a new one on after you replace the oil rings. And that's about it. You place everything back in together. You will need probably a big container that holds up to 10 liters of oil, 10 quarts of oil actually, or 2 little round oil pans that will probably hold up to about the same, 5 and 5, or I think it holds up to 7 quarts of oil. I'm not really sure because the volume of it seems a little bit different and off, so we'll see. Just do that, and basically once you're done, you put everything back together the way how it was, and you're done. I mean, doing an oil change on this vehicle is very simple and very easy. It saves you at least $100 compared to the dealership, and you just basically learn how to do an oil change on your car compared to just taking it to the dealership every time. But it's good to actually show a service record of oil changes being done on your vehicle at the dealership. So either way, it's a win-win situation. But if you like to save money every time you do an oil change, for me, I like to do an oil change between 3 to 4,000 miles. The longest I've done, I would say 7,000 miles, 8 to 8 on this vehicle. That was only one time, but other than that, I've been trying to do it between 3 to 4,000 miles, just because, so I get the better performance out of the vehicle. It does, cost some extra money, but why not? I mean, to maintain this car, I would say it's worth it to any car. It's not really recommended, but if you like to keep the performance of the vehicle, I would say yes. Keep doing your oil changes between 3 to 5,000 miles on hand if you can. Other than that, that's how you do an oil change and I would say 2012 to 2014 Mercedes C-Class. It's the same for the sedan as well as this coupe model, so very simple and easy. Hope you guys enjoy, have fun. I will list down the tools that you guys would need. That's basically it.